Wednesday night, prime time. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the 95 North Sports Machine. I am your host, Berto, joined by my usual suspects, Antoine Smitty Smith, Chris Tipmore. Missing in action tonight is our brother, Bro Talk, man. He has some things come up, so shout out to you, bro, man. Take care of your business. We'll hold it down for you. We miss you. We'll see you next week, man. But week 6 in the NFL puts these two NFL teams in the gridiron. The Atlanta Falcons traveling down to Carolina to play the 1-4 Carolina Panthers. But we have some great Panthers podcasters with us, man. We have Big Q, our brother Clay Ropp from the Round Table NFC South Edition, and the GOAT 4100. Gentlemen, what is going on? Thank you so very much for taking the time to talk some Panthers and Falcons football. So, Q, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm feeling good tonight. Appreciate you guys opening up the platform for us, man. And to all the black cats out there, make sure you come over here, like, comment, and subscribe as well, man. So do these brothers that.
Thank you, man. Clay, what's good, man?
I'm just glad to be here, gentlemen. Appreciate you inviting me. I wouldn't expect anything less, obviously. So appreciate you guys, though.
Absolutely. The GOAT, what's happening, man?
What's up, man? Like I said, we appreciate y'all for having Black Cat up in here. Y'all step on that like button, man. Wipe your feet off. Don't even bring that bullshit up in here.
Oh, let's go.
There we go. There we go.
Right off rip, setting the tone. Right. I love it, man. But again, man, week 6 in the NFL season, man, putting Falcons and Panthers, man. But gentlemen, we talked off air for a few seconds, man, and the question has to go out, man. You know, this is definitely not a season that you guys anticipated, I believe, in no way, shape, or form. You know, Dave Canales coming over for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys probably felt good about the matchup with Bryce Young, seeing how Dave Canales, a quarterback whisperer in his own in his own right, you know, molded Baker Mayfield, really turned Geno Smith around, but it really hasn't happened this year with young Bryce Young already being benched, and we saw the emergence of the Red Rifle there and Andy Dalton. But before we touch on the quarterback position, we got to talk the hierarchy, and I got to get a sense from you guys, man. David Tapper, man, what is it about that guy about that gentleman that really irks the Panthers fan base? Clay, I know you're very spirited about this, so I'm going to kick it off with you, man. David Tapper, in your own words, man, what does he mean to Panthers Nation, bro?
It means there's a difference. There's a Tapper vision, and then there's this harsh reality, okay? Tapper came in. He's got all these big plans, build a contender, create a state-of-the-art facilities, make the Panthers a team for the people. And what we've actually seen is a franchise that can't seem to get out of its own way. Like Tapper's as much hype this practice facility in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Supposed to be this whole game-changing thing. Instead, it's just became a joke, an unfinished project, and left a lot of locals pissed off. Like Tapper looks like a billionaire who's overpromised, underdelivered. And so what does he mean to us? Honestly, to me, he's just a polarized figure at best. Because on one hand, you have to respect a guy who clearly doesn't want to settle for just okay. But on the other hand, you got a guy who's a trigger happy, shoot from the hip approach who's starting to look more chaotic than vision. So there's just constant turnover, the failed rebuilds, the coaching changes, the quarterback circus. Enough is already. Like, enough's enough. Like, Tepper's win now mindset hasn't translated into wins. And his moves have reeked more of desperation than actual planning. So for us fans and Q and GOAT, I mean, I'm sure they're going to say their piece and probably agree with me, but we're tired of feeling like we're guinea pigs in some billionaire's trail and error of football experiment.
Very valid, very valid. Q, what you got, man?
Yeah.
If I had to describe Tapper, it'd just be simple. He's an idiot. There's no way around it. You talk about a guy that can't. Most billionaires demand respect, first of all, but I have never seen a guy that simply can't stay the hell out of the way. When you, as an owner, wants to sit down every weekly, and have meetings with your coach, with your GM, to make sure that they stay on the path that you want them to stay, because we're in this situation right now because of Tapper. We're in this situation right now because he took it upon himself to go and get Bryce Young unscouted. There was no scouts. There was nobody that went out and said, let me look at this guy for a particular skill set to see what he does best. It was him. I sat down and had dinner with him, and I enjoyed him. And he seemed like a fine young man. And let's take him number one. An idiot. When it comes to you looking at this young fella, first 2 weeks in, we get our head bust by the Saints. Bryce Young was doing this all last year. I mean, throwing off his tippy toes. He can't see across the field. He doesn't have the requisite arm strength to put the ball down the field. And I keep hearing, it seemed like the more games we lost, the stronger that little son bitch got with the fan base. I argue with my people, content creators. I argue with everybody and say, this boy ain't it. But they kept saying, give him time. I said, I went down to camp last year. And that's a yearly thing that we do around here, me, the GOAT, and the fellas. We go down to camp. I took one look at that son of a bitch and I said, that is not it.
Damn.
That is not what I want for my team. Come back. I spent 6 months arguing just to come out here week 1, 2 interceptions across the middle of the field of Jesse Bates, back to back. I said then, shit ain't going to get no better. And here we sit. 18 games in. He made the same critical mistake week 1 this year that he made last year. Okay.
Man,
go got to add on to that. The Clay and Q, and they brought it, man. What you got to say about that, man? David Tapper, man.
Well, I look at it a little different. I echo their sentiments, but I look at it a little different. Now, as I told y'all guys, he's a fan. He's a passionate guy. He wrote a check for $2.8 billion. You know what I'm saying? Didn't need no help. Didn't get didn't get no financing or nothing like that. He don't owe nobody. You understand what I'm saying? He wrote that. And so
right.
He has all the say so, all the stroke. He come up there. He told us. He say, I got veto power. Q says he the one that. Basically, he hired a marketing team, y'all. We found out he hired a marketing team, not a scouting team, not nobody to scout. He had a marketing team to go out there and vet his quarterback when we moved up to 1 to go get Bryce Young. So he didn't want nobody that could play football. He wanted a guy that was marketable. You understand what I'm saying? That was a mistake. You see what I'm saying? Not a football player. He hired a spokesman. You know what I'm saying? A little 180-pound 5'5" spokesman is what we got. We don't have a quarterback. So therefore, that's why we are a 4-1 team. You understand? So I commend him for his being eager and being, you know what I'm saying, his rah-rah. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of guy to go in somewhere and take your hat off your head. You understand what I'm saying? And say, what? But you're doing too much. You're moving. You know what I'm saying? You need to slow your movement down a little bit. Just a little bit, homie. Just a little bit, cuz. You feel me? And then you will be all right. Start to listen to football people. I echo the sentiments of what them guys saying, but I you know what I'm saying? But the eagerness and the grit and, you know, everything like that, I'm like, that's what you want from an owner, because he's trying to win, but he's going about it the wrong way. He's going about it the wrong way.
Man,
yeah, he's definitely trying to sell. He definitely trying to sell tickets, and I give him credit for that. But at the same time, you got to listen to the people in your front office. Sometimes teams have a problem with that. As I heard that the GM wanted to go take CJ Stroud, which they should have taken. But the owner had the last say so. He went and got the guy that you can put the car seat in the back seat, ride out the McDonald's and get a kids meal. So
but Smitty, when you hire yes man, when you got yes men all in the building, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So okay,
that's
yeah,
true.
Mr. Tepper, Miss Nicole, this and that. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. That's what you get. Not the guy that say no, man, no, Bryce ain't the one, CJ the one. So they was trying to get CJ, but he come out there and told him, hey, I got veto power, and this is who I want.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, y'all still got ways to build a team. Y'all just got to go and find more cornerstone players. And what that means, you got to go find that defender that can be the game changer, or you got to go find that quarterback that can put the team on his back. And
but the problem with that is, Smitty, though,
it's still time.
The problem is with that, though, Smitty, just to say this, Carolina's had a terrible at keeping their cornerstone players. Even if they get a cornerstone player, they're not very good at keeping them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another issue. So, and so like the guy, even if Scott Fitter at the time wanted to get CJ Stroud and he got like Goat said, got vetoed out. I mean, that might have saved Scott Fitter's career, honestly, if that was the case. But I mean, Scott Fitter did us no favors through the drafts either, though. I mean, I think there's only 2 players out of the last, I think it's something like out of the last 8 drafts that are still on this team. So,
and one of the biggest one plays for the New York Giants right now in Brian Burns. I mean, you guys got a hell of a deal in that. But to your point, Scott Fitter really did no favors in keeping cornerstone plays. That's one guy that you could have built the defense around. That you guys acquired in the draft. Derek Brown, who is a phenomenal defensive tackle, but the injuries got the best of him. J.C. Horn is another potential cornerstone player there, but he also struggles with staying healthy. And this year he's been a little bit up and down, but the verdict is still out on him if he's a bust or not. You guys have lost some key pieces on that defense. Jeremy Chin, I think what's his name, Sean Lavalu, who plays for the Redskins now, I think. Linebacker there,
Frankie Louvu.
Frankie Louvu, that's what it is. Yeah, man. He was unbelievable, man. But we're gonna switch dials right now, right quick, and we're gonna talk a little bit Falcons here to my guy Smitty and Chris. Brothers, man, this is our 3rd individual game, man. Another rivalry game, man. It gives us the prime opportunity to go 3-0. And I say prime opportunity because, sure, we have to be the shark and smell the blood in the water and go and attack right now. And the Panthers are reeling right now, man. A lot of injuries. They lost Austin Corbett for the year, one of their outstanding offensive linemen. So they're going into this matchup, hobbled, right? The Falcons are no strangers to injuries. We've lost some key parts on our defense, more notably recently was Troy Anderson, who was the defensive player of the week last week. But in this matchup here, do you guys sense a possible trap game? And I hate to say that, but in the NFL, it's weird. It works out weird in some situations. You feel like you can come in, flex your muscle, and beat up on a team that is a little bit less than, and they just surprise you and punch you right in the mouth. So this game here, what do the Falcons have to do in order to secure this victory for our Falcons to go 3-0? We'll start with Chris.
Me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, to me, I mean, the Falcons are just better all across the board. Honestly, this is a get right game. That's exactly why I just put it down there in the headline so everybody can just know where I stand. Get right game. And honestly, I would hope the Falcons just go ahead and just come out the gates on all cylinders, firing, not even, wasting their time trying to play around with the Panthers, trying to keep it close. Any of that mess like that. The Panthers have been outscored 60 points in the first half, 45 to 105. So I would love the Falcons to start fast, put pressure on those Panthers. And that shouldn't be hard to do because the Falcons have gained 10 or more yards on 24, almost 25% of their offensive plays. I believe that the Panthers don't have the ability to stop them. This is a get right game. There's no point in letting the Panthers hang around and possibly hold on so they can possibly get that second win. You don't want that on you. You want to show that you are a contender, show that you are a good team, and you don't let bad teams beat you. And that's one of the things we definitely got to do. We got to start fast, get right game for the Falcons right here.
Absolutely correct. I agree 100%. And the reason why I see it on the show, and Clay was there, the reason why I said this could be a trap game, their best player right now is the running back, Chuba Hubbard. That's something the Falcons have a problem with, stopping the run. Right now, they're giving up 148 yards running the football, and that's not good. The first 2 games, we had an excuse with the 2 mobile quarterbacks, but against Tampa Bay, they were just breaking runs left and right. And if they can find a way to control the clock and do not make mistakes, no turnovers, this could be a trap game. That's why I said in my 3 keys of victory, the Falcons have to come out fast, hit them in the face. Probably try to score 2 touchdowns because y'all know as Panthers fans, and I'm not being funny. If they get behind early, it's gonna be a long day. Because guess what? If running the ball is the best thing that they do, and they don't pass well, guess what? They're gonna be one-dimensional. So the Falcons have to come out to a fast start, right, and kick them in the face. And look, this is what we want. This is what we finna do. And like you said, the team woke up last week with those 509 passing yards. Again, if that's a building block, come out more balanced. If you come out more balanced and do what you need to do to take care of business, it shouldn't be a long day at all.
Yeah. I look at this game, of course, to Chris's title right there, get right game. Both teams come into this game hot garbage at third down defense. Respectively, we're 27th and 28th in that category. And it's an area that the Falcons shined in last year under Ryan Nielsen. Of course, we all know that's a different scheme there. So under this scheme with Jimmy Lake, it's not looking too promising in that regard. And last week we were treated to seeing finally Rook Orho finally play, and it shows. And it seemed like he, was a breath of fresh air into that Falcons defensive line rotation. He played limited snaps, but he was impactful in those limited snaps. Right on third down defense, like I mentioned, we struggle. We still are garbage at sacking the quarterback. I think we only have like 5 for the year, and to get
we have a 3% sack rate.
That's bullshit, man. That's bad, man. So talk about having to jumpstart that situation. We got to look at this game to get it on and popping, man, because we can't sustain that and expect to be successful week in and week out or earn victories week in and week out. We already seen our victories have come from behind victories. Our defense really wasn't all that great the last 2 weeks. We've been giving up a lot of points, and folks will say, "Oh, the defense is bend but don't break." Yeah, but you don't want to rely on that all the time. We need a convincing game, a convincing winning game. And I'm sorry, guys, but this is primed to be that situation for these Falcons, man. Utilize. Get Kyle Pitts going, integrate him a little bit more into the offense. You got to look at Tyler Algier too. We got to start finding a balance. It's week 6, right? So we got to start, really creating an identity, because right now the Falcons' identity is up in the air. We don't know if we're run first or pass first. I know some folks will say, "Oh, Kurt just threw for 509. We're a pass first team." No, man. In weeks prior, we were rushing for well over 100 yards. So we got to find the right balance, man, to go forward, man. But Smitty, if you want to add anything, man, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I ain't got to add nothing, but I want to ask the fellas on the panel.
Sure, absolutely.
What do y'all feel like Carolina can do to make this game competitive?
Well,
let me hold this.
I thought you would. Go ahead, cuz.
Let me hold this now. If y'all was in my house right now, I'd jump all on y'all with both. I jump on all 3 of y'all.
Like a spider monkey in the corner, all over y'all ass.
First of all, Chris, you talking about somebody, it ain't a good team. And this and that. And then, we gonna do this, y'all gonna run. Y'all ain't got no defense. Talk to me about an edge rusher you have.
Not a damn bit.
You don't got one. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Can't argue that one.
Okay.
Can't argue that one.
Number two. Now, don't act like Andy Dalton can't put 400 on your little ragged ass defense now.
Oh, hell no.
Division game. This is a division game, cuz.
This is the 12th ranked passing defense. You guys don't got a threat to scare the shit out of us.
You must be in Wassup last couple games.
Yo, you for real? You for real?
Serious. I want to sit, by the way.
Offensive line, and you have no edge rusher. You have no pass rush.
So let me ask y'all a question.
Get right game.
Even in a year when we went 2-15, where did one of our victories come from? I'll wait.
Oh no, you ain't gotta wait. You beat us, but who did we have at quarterback?
Now, be mindful.
Running that off.
They got your coach right up out the damn door.
This is a
at the podium.
Team
it ain't that much different.
I say y'all was one of those monsters that got him up out of here. But if anything, y'all did us a favor.
You still got Achilles. He's slow.
Look at
He's
this.
slow.
Your coach get
He's
fired because you suck, and now you're happy about it. Tell
No,
him
no,
did
no,
you a
no.
favor.
The coach
You
got
did us a
fired for
favor.
being an idiot. To steal a word from you for being an idiot. That's why he got fired.
But Bruno,
Oh,
can your
okay.
team stop? Let me answer this question. Can your team stop shooting themselves in the foot? Because that's one
That's a
thing that
great
y'all
question.
can't seem to stop doing.
Well,
that's
see,
a
now
fair
I'm glad
question.
that you said that, Clay, because
Go ahead,
yes, we do be having penalties, and we are 16 for
Yeah.
52 on third down right now. But we're gonna rip that page because we're gonna have a get right game on y'all, man. We got to.
You see,
It makes no sense.
y'all
It's
perfect
divisional.
now. Y'all had
It's
one game
divisional.
from Kirk where he give you
It's
500 yards and you
divisional.
couldn't
I
run the
didn't say
damn
we were
ball.
perfect. We
Couldn't
need to
run the
get right
ball.
on y'all. That's all. We
But
just
all
need
of
to
a
get right
sudden,
on
y'all
y'all.
walk on water. I got you.
The other night when I
Turning
watched
water
that
into
game,
wine, my G.
White, I seen White 60 yards, 70 yards, 80 yards, 90 yards.
Come
White,
on, bro.
White.
This is going to be
He had the ball.
a
He had
offensive
200
output
some
from
odd
two
carries.
teams because none of these teams got defense. We don't have defense and y'all don't have defense. So let's
And
be
that's
real. If
no,
Andy
you are
Dalton wakes up on the
100%.
right side of the bed, he in y'all ass.
Man, ain't nobody scared of
Man,
Provincetown
Andy Dalton
2.0,
threw
man.
one
I
long
ain't
pass
scared of
and
that
it's
little
going
red
the other
motherfucker,
way.
man. We gonna
Okay.
stomp something
All right.
in y'all, man. You know this is
Okay.
gonna be true, bro.
All
Come
right.
on, Q.
All I'm going to
You know,
say is when the game is
I ain't
over,
even
I'm
worried
just come
about
back and put
carrot
the
top.
eyeballs in the chat. That's all I'm
I
going
ain't
to
even worried about.
Oh
I ain't even
shit.
worried about carrot top.
Berto,
The
where y'all Max Crosby at? Where y'all Max Crosby? Do y'all got Max
Matt
Crosby on
Judon,
the
he's
team?
warming up. He'll get to
it take a 5 games to warm up. Okay, I got you.
snatch him right out of the car seat, bro. You gonna
Yeah,
see that.
yeah,
No.
yeah. Non-existent is what I call that.
Oh no. 1.5 sacks. He's been doing his thing. Hey, listen, man, it's a lot
One
for
and
a
a half
player
sack.
like Matt. Right, it doesn't strike fear in the heart, right? But you got to look at the game overall and see how he's affecting the game. Because in the run, he's actually doing an adequate job. He's a great edge run defender, and that's something that you can't run to Judon's side. You
You
can let him
can't
all you
stick your
want.
chest out for a nigga with one and a half sacks,
Listen,
man. Come on, bro.
I'll take my goddamn shirt off and tell you that shit with the chest
Oh,
out,
oh,
bro.
oh.
Well,
I'm
hey, all
right
you gotta
now.
say is,
Oh,
hey,
this
Berto,
shit is
Matt
comical.
Judon, Berto,
Is
to
that
that,
guy?
Stop
to
that.
that statement, you better hope Robert Hunt's not gone Judon because Judon ain't gonna have no chance against Robert Hunt.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna
They
happen.
He has
move him
no
around.
chance against Robert Hunt.
We got to
Really,
attack
Robert Hunt,
that lead up
Miami Dolphin,
offensive
Robert
line of
Hunt. All of
y'all.
a sudden,
Yeah.
he's been elevated that good. Wow, I got to see this.
He's like a top 5 guard in the league right now.
Oh, okay.
If nothing else is promised, when the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers meet in the bank, it's a hard-fought game for y'all. No matter how dog shit we are, we'll get up for that one game with y'all. So go back and look at history in the Bank of America Stadium and see what y'all win-loss is against us the last couple of years. Even being shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even with no
We can't beat y'all in Mercedes-Benz, but we'll beat y'all in the bank.
Yeah, we can't beat
Man.
Mercedes
Okay.
Benz now. I ain't gonna lie to you now.
That's another reason why this game is so important because those are facts. We haven't had a good record against y'all, up there at the bank. But guess what, man? It's a new day, man.
God damn. This nigga on politician mode. God damn.
Hey, man. Vote for me, my G. Vote. Vote.
I wouldn't dare put my name beside your black ass.
That's messed up, man.
We will overcome.
I'm trying to run the same race, man. Why you trying to trip me up?
Promise you.
Hey, look, man. Rival games are always the toughest, right? It brings the best in both ball clubs, but both ball clubs, they know each other so well. So, it's going to be, we expect nothing less from Carolina's best, and same could be said for us, for you guys and stuff, man. But, like, and to Q and everybody else for the Panthers, yes, Atlanta's defense is fucking, suspect at the moment, man. But this is a prime opportunity. But I'll talk to Smitty and Chris on this one. In a game like this, right, that we're over here harking and talking so much as a get right game, individual players speaking, how crucial is this a game for Lorenzo Carter and Arnold Ebiketie to show up, right? Because through the first 5 games, some good, some bad from Arnold Ebiketie. I have not seen anything inspiring from Zoe Carter, man. Is it time after this game once the clock strikes 0 and we get the dub and we see nothing impactful from neither one of those two gentlemen, is it time now to start looking elsewhere, possibly moving Zach Harrison to that spot to solidify it a little bit more? What say you, my guy?
I'm picking up the phone, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling Cleveland. I'm calling the New York Jets. And honestly, you haven't given D'Angelo Malone a chance.
Yeah.
You talk about a guy who had 32 sacks in college and hadn't got a single start in the NFL. But when you played him against Cincinnati a couple years ago, he put in that work that game. So you got to see what you have on your own team before you pick up the phone. But if you don't feel like that you have that pass rusher opposite Matthew Judon, you got to pick up the phone. You got to make a call. You got to call somebody, because at some point you're gonna have to get after the quarterback. I tell people this all the time. It's two things that's important in the playoff: get out to the quarterback, running the football, and controlling the clock. If you can't do both of those in the playoffs, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go home sooner or later. So that's gonna be key. So they have those two guys. They're gonna have to step up, not only this game, but this game going forward. And if they don't step up between this week and next week, pick up that phone because the trade deadline coming.
Hey, man, perfectly said. And we make jokes, we crack jokes, but honestly, those guys haven't been productive, honestly. I mean, Judon has no one on the other side. I'm already ready to pick up the phone. I've picked up the phone. They're just not taking my calls. So it's just like I want to get another pass rusher on the other side. Hey, man, I'm just saying, like I've been trying to reach out. I'm trying to help the team, brothers. I'm trying to help the team.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, fellas, we got to do better. Like we just have to do better. We have to get after the quarterback. That's another reason why this is a get right game and an important game, because regardless, the Panthers' offensive line is beat up. But if you can't take advantage of that, in a significant way, you may have to pick up that phone and make a phone call, because going further into the season, and then once you get possibly into the playoffs and further, you're going to run into those teams that's not going to, let you slide, and luck isn't always going to be on your side. So we're going to definitely have to see something out of Zoe and out of Abacady, and I've seen bare minimum out of both in these first 5 weeks. We got to tighten it up again. 3% on the sack rate, y'all. It's last.
Honestly, this is exactly why I said what I said. You saw them play against two of the best offensive lines in the league in Philadelphia and Kansas City. Absolutely nothing. And if you keep seeing that against teams that not stacked up like that on the offensive line, they still can't get the job done. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Point blank, period.
I'm saying.
In this game, I would like to see the other counterpart to Rook, which is Brandon Dorlus active, man. This is a guy, again, I've said it so many times, man. Very versatile defensive lineman, man. He was used all up and down the line at Oregon State. I'm sure that he can do the same thing here in Atlanta if schemed right or put in the best position. He's a guy that could, he's big and stout enough to play that edge or that, outside guy. So why not give him a chance? Why not bring him in? But, we'll continue more of this Falcons talk. But guys,
real
Panthers,
quick, bro.
Yeah.
No, just remember too. We don't even know what Braylon Trice would have been. He possibly been taking some snaps by now had he remained healthy. So that's another reason why these guys are really even getting significant snaps too. They have
Berto, I'm gonna be real with you. If you waiting to get anything out of Dorlus, I am a Oregon Duck fan. The boy ain't shit. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
You'll
be
like
waiting. DJ Johnson and then Kayvon Thibodeau the last couple of years has been the only guys that was getting off on that line. So I'm gonna be real with you. If you waiting on Dorlus, he had inconsistencies in Oregon. That's why you guys got him so late. 6'3", 290. The boy ain't shit, man. He just don't got a motor.
Really? So the fact that he was the most disruptive defensive tackle or interior defensive lineman last year, you still call bullshit to that? You're not buying it?
I'm not buying it.
Wow. No, and that's great to know. That's great perspective and insight on a guy that we're high on.
You really saying he got to show improve?
Yeah.
Just keep waiting and see. Come back in 2 years, and y'all tell me what y'all think when I come back over here.
Okay.
Come back in 2 years.
That's fair. That's fair.
And that's right from the.
That's fair.
Your guy is Rook Arroyo out of Clemson. That's your guy right there. That's who
that's a dog.
That's who I want.
Yeah,
that's a dog. Him, Zach Harrison, dog.
That's the dog.
Yep.
Yes, you just saying two of my favorite guys right now.
Yeah. But hey, listen, man.
In the trenches,
let me ask you all about a South Carolina guy by the name of Xavier Legette, man. What has he done? Or are you guys impressed with what you have seen thus far?
Come on, man.
The second round.
You making us look bad, man. Come on, you asking us about this motherfucker that we didn't even want.
About Adam Thielen. You want me to ask you about Adam Thielen? I gotta ask you about the upstart rookie, man. Xavier Legette thus far, 6 games in. What is your assessment on him, Clay? What do you like what you see? Is this a kid that has potential, or is you don't want to say that it's a wasted pick, right? We have to see his maturity within the offense, right, and how he's gonna direct himself.
I like the pick. I think Goat and Q probably disagree with me, and that's fine. I like the pick. I think the kid has all the potential. I mean, as a Gamecock fan, I watched him every game. So the potential's there. He can take a top off the defense if he wants to. But right now, it's a rookie thing. Like Keon Coleman's not lighting it up in Buffalo. Like, Xavier Worthy's really not lighting it up in Kansas City. It was Rashid Rice. Like there's guys there's rookie wide receivers that aren't just out here. Adonia Mitchell, a lot of people in Carolina wanted him. He hasn't done jack squat. I think that Legette's got all the potential in the world. I think that it's just going to take some time for him to, obviously get acclimated. I think another thing is that you had Thielen, they had Thielen and Mingo in front of him, which Thielen, of course, makes sense. But Mingo, to me, I'm done with Mingo. I mean, the guy can't hold on to the ball. He falls on passes that, like that one. I mean, for no reason, he's like doing possession catches when he's wide open. It makes no sense to me. So, I think Legette's got all the potential in the world. And I think it's just going to take some time. And I think right now, because with everything going on in Carolina, it's dysfunctional. So I kind of got to give him a little bit of leeway. I was trying to give leeway to Mingo last year. And it's just continues to prove. And we got a guy, Jalen Coker, right now, an undrafted free agent who looks pretty damn solid, who's a fan favorite right now. So, I mean, for both of those guys, I want to see what else I can get out of them.
He came from Holy Cross. Think about that.
Let me talk to y'all, man. Look, it was a wasted pick because the guy that his daddy was the reason why. Bryce Young's daddy, I'm speaking to Craig Young, was the reason why we drafted Xavier Legette, because they wanted a guy that catch radius, 50-50 ball getter, to make life easier for Bryce Young. Well, you come out and you realize this little young fella he can't make short and intermediate passes because you brought this guy to come in to be able to take the top off the defense. He's 4'3". This guy's supposed to be built, chiseled, 6'2", the total package supposedly. Now you move up in the first round to get this guy, and the quarterback that you supposed to pair with him is now benched. It's a wasted pick. And be mindful, you went and got Deontay Johnson. You went and traded and got him from the Steelers because you needed somebody to get open for separation. Then you turn around and you say, hey, Adam Thielen, we need to make sure he always open. You got 2 guys right there. Week 1, week 2, you saw was frustrated as hell. They cussing on the sideline because Bryce couldn't give them the ball.
Yeah.
So once again, what good is it to have a third receiver around here cussing because he can't get the ball?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was a wasted pick. You should have went and got a defender. Look, you went in the trenches. You should either got a defender for the trenches, or you should have got a damn center, because guess what? Austin Colbert out with a goddamn season-ending injury again for the 3rd year in a row.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was the 3rd year in a row.
Yeah. 3rd year in a row. He had an ACL 1 year, he had an MCL, and now he got triceps or biceps.
Okay.
It's a bicep tear. I mean, I agree with Q on that. Like, I will say in that aspect of things, like, we should have probably gone for a defender or a center. Like, I do agree with that. But I think Xavier Legette does have a lot of immense potential. It's just what Q said. When you've got a noodle arm and Bryce Young, it does you no good.
Not noodle arm.
Not noodle arm. Goat, what you got, Goat?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Man, see, you got people over on our side like Clay talking about a damn fan favorite, like this Rudy movie, like this the damn Rudy movie or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We rooting for Rudy around this motherfucker now. You understand what I'm saying? This is a feel-good story around here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a football team, man. We're not worried about no undrafted free agent.
Got the baby face, man.
UDFA ain't getting ready to save us. You see what I'm saying? They thought UDFA get ready to save us. Oh, then we went and got a damn center from Oklahoma State, another UDFA. Guess what? They slapped him across his motherfucking head, and he got a goddamn concussion now. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
You ain't built for this, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? We can't
shit.
count on these cats. We don't have the proper talent on this team. It's supposed to be on a rebuild. So
Mm.
don't run up to go get a receiver.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about a 5th-year option.
Boy, I had to get myself together.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
Exactly.
and I
hit
get
that
it,
on the
and I get
head.
it. Yeah,
Any
Oh,
I get
receiver,
this.
look at Justin Jefferson. Look at any of those guys that are worth anything. If he worth a
third,
damn, you're paying him
third,
year 3, year 4. You're not getting
third.
a 5th-year option for a damn receiver in the first round. That's stupid. That's what I'm saying.
Guys, not
I
Jags,
digress.
not Jags. A bunch of damn
Uh,
Jags.
Shit, man. So here's another one.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Now I'm gonna paint a realistic, unrealistic picture for you guys. Right? Ready? Bryce Young comes in Sunday. Unfortunately, stinks it up like he did against the Bears. November 5th is right around the corner. Are you, as Panther fans, are you as an organization going to try and flip Bryce Young? Eat that one right there and be like, all right, we made a mistake. It's time to move on from this kid. See what he has in trade value. Will there be a team to possibly trade for Bryce Young? So will you
they
guys
can't flip him
be a
too
big
much
fan of
because he might fall out that car seat. So that ain't
Oh,
gonna work.
shit. I'm trying to ask a serious question.
And
You gotta trade for him and a booster seat.
and he still
What
You gotta
what you
trade
he,
for
getting me?
he
him
free
What
at
you
and
getting
the
me
IHOP.
booster
for,
seat.
Burdo?
So
What
Yeah,
you
I
getting me
mean,
for? What
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
we're
getting me
gonna-
for?
Go ahead. I
What you
couldn't hear
getting me
you.
for?
quit.
What you
The
getting
what?
me for?
I
What are
don't,
you
man.
getting me
Look,
for?
you ain't gonna get
Not a
much for him.
goddamn thing.
I don't think
Not
you're gonna
shit.
get much,
You ain't
but
give me a damn
you
thing.
have to flip him. You have to flip. You have to get
Oh,
that out of Carolina.
They gon'
Box
It's
of
the
Cracker
same
Jack.
situation with us and
no,
Desmond
no,
Ritter.
no.
We
I
had to
own
get
him.
Desmond
You had
Ritter
to flip
out
him.
of Atlanta.
But
He
y'all
was
don't, y'all don't,
damaged
y'all didn't
goods.
know. Y'all didn't owe Desmond Ritter
How
Still
much
had
did
to
12 million.
y'all
run
get for
You
Rondale
Desmond
Moore.
Ritter?
didn't
We
owe Desmond
traded
Ritter 12
player
million.
for player on that one.
But
We
come
got
on, man.
Rondale
traded
Desmond
Moore.
Ritter was a
Rondale
third
Moore.
round selection. You talking about a
You
first
didn't
round
owe
guy that we
Desmond.
gave up all these picks
You
for?
so
No,
that's
I
what I'm saying.
understand
So
that.
what do
I
you
was
guys
just
feel
And
curious.
player.
is
Curious.
proper compensation? Because
And
right
player.
now, what if Dave Canales can't work with Bryce Young? Who's going to come in and get this guy going in the right direction?
Berto, get him the fuck out the door.
There it is.
Get him the
Well,
hell
there
out
it
the
is.
damn. Let me tell you something. If you don't hear nothing
Yep.
from me tonight, this boy done had 2 seasons.
Mm.
He done had 18 games. He had an all-time worst rookie year last year, 2,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 10 interception. Terrible. Now you come out here the first 2 games with a quarterback whisperer that can't fix your ass.
Mm.
So at this point in time, you do better to move forward with Andy Dalton, build his
Yeah.
goddamn team the next couple of drafts, and then focus on the quarterback. But
Yep.
build his team.
Yeah.
Got to. No, yeah.
But he-
I
Yeah,
respect
Berto.
it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not what
I
needs to be
don't-
done now. What needs to be done now is yes, get him out the door, sign Andy for another year, bridge with him, build this defense back up this offseason, and go out and then the next season go after Nico or Arch Manning in the next draft.
Ooh.
That's what you
see
do.
that. And
Because if
honestly,
you do
only
that,
thing-
because
go ahead,
Nico out of Tennessee is going to be a top 5 pick, easy. I mean,
Yeah.
so is Arch Manning. Both of those are probably going to be the 1 or 2 guys in that draft class. So you really build that defense up this upcoming this upcoming offseason. And you're probably going to have to rebuild some of the offensive lineup because now Austin Corbett is going out. You're going to have to get a true center. And there's no telling with Taylor Moton. Taylor Moton, right tackle, he's probably, I mean, he's getting up there in age. You're going to have to be looking into filling his spot up. So, but yeah, you got to get Bryce out the door. What can you get for him? Probably a 6th pick, 7th at best. And that's
Yep.
at best because you're not going to be able to, unless someone is just desperate and somehow you just get lucky.
Yeah, honestly,
Go.
I think
You had some stuff to say.
You looking at
let
another
go.
No,
Zach
I
Wilson.
think he won't.
Go ahead.
Much as everybody want him out the door, he's not going nowhere. He will be on the team, on the roster in 2025 because we owe him 12 million. You understand what I'm saying?
Good point.
So
Okay.
therefore, he's not going anywhere. They may sign Andy to a 2-year deal, but Bryce will be a distraction going into 2025. We
Yeah,
just hoping
and
that
honestly,
we can build a defense.
y'all three at the bottom, this looks like another Zach Wilson situation.
Yeah,
well,
I
and
kind of said it. I kind of said it was like a Josh
you know what
Rosen
you know what
2.0.
they had to do to get him out the door? They had to give him and a 7 to get him out the door. To
Yep.
get
Get
a
him out
damn
the door.
six pack. Just to
Yep.
get him out the
Yep.
door. And we
Yep.
owe this nigga 12. Who gonna give us 12 million?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Here's the thing. I looked at it as like a Josh Rosen 2.0 situation. If you
Oh
think
my
about it.
God.
Oh yeah, that was.
That's the way I
that was
kind of look
terrible.
at it, as a Josh Rosen
That's
2.0
even worse.
situation.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And it's because of how high of a pick he Rosen was, and then the whole shit show. So it's a tough situation. But Goat's probably right. They'll probably keep him on just on the bench at this point.
Man, we got a quick super chat here from my brother Red Swamp. Thank you, man. We didn't mean to be rude by not addressing it, man. We're sorry we're getting late to it. He says, I appreciate y'all, all of y'all, for giving us this fan showdown tonight, man. That's what we try to do here on the 95 North Sports Machine. We got this Panthers collaboration. Last week or some weeks ago, we had a humongous show with the State of the Saints podcast with TJ and company. So look for more collaborations like this down the line. But needless to say, man, it's going to be it's a matchup. It's the next game on the schedule. A bit tricky, but it's there, man. So, Smitty, anything else you want to ask, or Chris, to these gentlemen here? If you gentlemen want to just throw something our way as far as asking, I'll move on to the next segment.
I know you got a damn question. Go ahead and ask one.
Me? All I'm gonna say is
shit.
I'm prepared for Sunday for it to be a dogfight. And I don't think it's going to be as far away as people think it's going to be. I think a lot of people think Atlanta's going to walk right into the bank and blow us out. My man up top said basically he think put 2 touchdowns on us quick and get the hell out the way. I don't think that's going to happen fast like that. Be mindful. We got a terrible defense. Oh, that was you. Okay. So I don't think that's going to happen. Even with as bad as our pieces are that we're missing on defense, Jerry Evero is such a great coach. And this defense that he has with absolutely nobody, he keeps it as a bend don't break type of situation. So all I'm saying is you might be surprised. Like I say, I'm not putting nothing surprised. Based on what Andy we get Sunday is how this will go out. That's basically what you got to look forward to.
So basically, if y'all get Ronald McDonald on one end, y'all screwed, and y'all get Carrot Top on the other end, y'all still screwed.
Well, Smitty, you know we're running with all the injuries we have. We're running a hospital ward. You know that, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Damn, sure got them ICU going on up there.
And honestly, that
that's
makes
a medical clinic.
and honestly, that what makes Chuba Hubbard what he doing every week makes him more impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it, and I said it this year. I mean, some people might wring my neck for this, but I think he's a top 5 running back right now in the league. Right now, just right now, not necessarily with other.
You almost let me vomit in my damn mouth, man. Stop that shit with this. Come on, man. The
stats don't lie, man. The performances don't lie.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have that one. Okay, he top 5. Okay.
Just right. I said right now.
Put a big ass on his chest. He's super bad down. Okay, I got you.
Show me 3 games. I love him.
He's Cal L, man.
Boy, y'all walk around with your meat hard right now, man. Let it drain. Pump your brakes, cuz. God damn. The boy had a couple of good games.
I'm gonna let you go.
He's had 3 games of basically 100 yards.
Boy, you got to drain the blood out yourself, man. Calm down.
For the last 4 years, how many was he getting a clip? 4.3.
He was also in Christian McCaffrey's shadow.
Oh, he was 3.8 last year. 3.8
3.8
yards per
last year with
that
the
ain't
worst offensive line, and he almost broke 1,000 yards.
Clay, they opened up a hole so damn big I could drive an F-150 through it Sunday. Me and you could have got back there and ran for that damn touchdown. Stop it, Clay.
Damn.
Hey, he went in untouched. He was untouched. Stop it, man.
You gonna sign him for a contract, Clay? You gonna give him a contract? This is contract year now. You gonna give him a contract?
I would pay him over Miles Sanders any day of the week.
Miles Sanders dumpster juice. I wouldn't pay that son of a bitch $1.
And he's getting paid more than Chuba Hubbard right now.
Oh my God. You talk
You see what
about
I'm saying?
the bottom of the trash bin. You got dumpster juice, you got corner juice at the bottom of the trash bin. You got to stop this
Hey,
shit, man.
they
Oh
want to pay
Lord,
Chuba. They want to pay Chuba, but they didn't want to pay Burns. Boy, y'all something else.
For
Y'all
man.
hell. Y'all hell. Y'all
Hey,
is
look,
hell, boy.
man.
Y'all hell.
We talking about running backs. Atlanta's blessed to have two prominent running backs in Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. But Smitty, Chris, man, right now it seems like Tyler Algier has the hot hand. Averages 7.4 yards a carry, and in both the last two games, right? Are you riding the hot hand still with Tyler Algier and allowing Bijan to kind of be that all-purpose back, receiving out of the backfield, lining him up in the slot, and making him more of the mismatch as we speak now? Tyler Algier, like I mentioned, has the hot hand, seems to be the premier back or the number one back right now. Yards might not say that, but when he is on the field, you can clearly see and say who has the better vision, because Tyler gets those yards and by the chunk. So who you going with in this game, guys?
I'm still riding Bijan, and mainly because he was the number 8 pick in the draft. He was the first overall pick. So you got to ride till the wheels fall off. You just have to know how to blend in Tyler and Bijan at the right time. If you can put Algier and Bijan in the backfield at the same time, use Bijan as a receiver and then use Tyler as the runner. If you can put him more in this passing game, it makes this offense even more dynamic. So you have to keep going with the speed, but you know how to add in the power run. If you learn how to add in the power run with the speed and blend it perfect, I think it's a two-headed monster no one can stop. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Chris, before you go, I just want to say this real quick, man. And right, I definitely will continue to ride the hot hand with Tyler Algier and ride, just rocking until the wheels fall off in that sentiment with Tyler Algier. I would like to see, and I had this conversation with Bro Talk, Bijan used more in the James White role, as if everybody remembers, James White was the starting running back for the New England Patriots, and he lived and died by being the option out of the backfield, and it was still elusive in the run game itself. So a balance in that regard can make Bijan a whole hell of a lot more dangerous and put to life that CMC role. But right now Atlanta has found a hard time utilizing him in that role, right? That CMC role. You've seen him used exclusively in that stretch run game, which is right now, guys, we got to admit, man, it's kind of dying off. Teams are really, they're really stopping that, right? And that's what's forced Tyler Algier more in the game. So I don't want to say in the backup role, but if Zach Robinson can get creative enough to feature both Tyler and Bijan and in the backfield at the same time, we can see this offense open up even more for the other playmakers in Pitts and Mooney and Drake London, as all three of those guys just mentioned went off against Tampa Bay. But Chris, please go on, man.
I mean, just to piggyback off of you guys' points, you guys made excellent points, and we got to have that good blend. We definitely have to give both of them the ball. I think this is a game where Bijan can go off. You can use him in different ways, out the backfield, split out wide. I think he can take advantage of the middle of the field. I think he can do a few different dynamic things, because we're still waiting for Bijan to really have that just blow away game to where it's just like, that's our eighth overall. We see flashes. It's almost there. I believe, again, this can be another opportunity for Zach Robinson to use him differently. Tyler Algier, I'll say it over and over again, man. He just looks to hit people. He looks for the contact. He's not afraid of it. They make business decisions when they look to try to tackle him. You have to have a nice mix of the two. I know Bijan is better. It seems like they like him better in the pass pro more so than Tyler.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like to me. But overall, you still have to give Tyler his work, because he has the vision. Plenty of runs last week where he just, change the direction real quick, real swift, to follow his blockers. You got to use the guys, man. This is a get right game again for me. That's just why I feel. I think it is going to be a tough game. Don't go upsetting
Q. I don't want you to upset Q using that right shit, man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna let y'all be great. That's
how you feel. I can't change how you feel.
This is an opportunity for the Falcons to get things right. They have had penalties. They have been bad on third down. So they've been bad on third down on both sides of the ball, honestly.
Absolutely.
So this is again a time for the team to come together and get right on the Panthers, man. It's a division foe. It's another time to show that you are a good team, despite, it's a division opponent, and it's the best time to do it against a division opponent, someone who is at least familiar with your tendencies as a team. So you got to have it, man. We got to have it.
So here we go. Question for the Panthers, guys, man. The Panthers win on Sunday if they do what right? What do the Panthers have to do in order to secure a win on Sunday versus the Falcons?
Limit Kirk Cousins' time in the pocket. Like if you can't put pressure on Cousins, it's game over. Like Carolina's front seven needs to somehow disrupt him early and often. And if they don't, Cousins could be off to another nice 300-400 yard game. Another thing for Carolina has to do, I think, is you need to run the ball 20-25 times with Chuba Hubbard. Like, because I mean, even though Andy Dalton can have a 300-yard game, the reason why he did that against the Raiders was because of Chuba Hubbard being able to get over 100 yards. So I think that you got to lean on the run game and, tear down that defense. Y'all's tire them out. Like, that's what we need to do. So I think, and another thing is just don't be dumb. Like, just don't be dumb with the ball. Like, I know that sounds basic, but like we can't afford turnovers. Like our Atlanta's defense is an opportunistic defense. We've seen that in the games. If Carolina just starts and coughing up the ball, then this game will be over by halftime. So I need Dave Canales to keep things very simple and just limit the mistakes on offense. But on defense, we got to limit Kirk Cousins' time in the pocket and, force you guys and stop the run too, because we've been getting ran all over. So there's a lot of keys to success in this game for Carolina.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I somewhat disagree with most of that. In today's NFL, you go as your quarterback go. If you show up to this game and you believe that, for one, with our center going down in the middle of the week, that you're going to come out and run this ball strongly behind a backup center with Brady Christensen or Cade Mays, you got another thing coming. So understand that this game is probably going to be one-dimensional, and it's going to come down to Andy Dalton, because let's make this perfectly clear. You aren't stopping Kirk Cousins at all in this goddamn game. We got nothing on defense. We got no pass rush. And basically, everything short and underneath is going to be wide open for Kirk. And he's going to carve our ass up. That's basically how this game is going to go. Understanding that part. So what you need to do, limit that as much as you can. Keep your safeties out there. And understand that we're going to be in zone most of the day. Kirk is he will eat a zone alive. And I watch this, I look at the way how, because I'm looking at us on offense. We don't got a guy that's going to be able to get out here and demand the ball per se, because Deontay Johnson has went down with an injury. He may be back, questionable for Sunday, but he may be back. But outside of him, with a blow to our line with Austin Corbett going down, I think that it's going to come down to Andy Dalton making plays from the pocket. He's going to have to come out and be Superman for us to even be competitive in this game. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at. I'm not relying on Chuba for shit. Chuba going to probably give us about 75 yards, maybe 100 yards, but that's not going to be the key to our success. It's going to come down to quarterback play.
Yep.
Go.
I follow you 100% on that. I don't give a fuck if he got 15 interceptions. Keep pushing the damn ball down the field, because y'all don't have no pass rush. We got to have big chunk plays all day, because we got to be able to run with y'all, because y'all can't stop us and we can't stop y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
that's
black
it.
and white. That's how it is, man. Shit, great points by all the Panther faithful here. Flipping over the switch to our guys, man. Smitty and Chris, man. The Falcons need to do what in order to beat the Carolina Panthers?
Control the clock, run the football, make the game as short as possible, limit injuries, because if you have a game against a team that's 1-4 and decimated by injuries, the best way to do that is control the clock, make the game short, get your ass out of Carolina, and get ready for next week.
Hey, Absolutely, man. Honestly, limit penalties, convert on third down. In the red zone, convert in the red zone. Teams have converted in the red zone against the Panthers like the most this season. I think 14 out of 16 times. So you got to try to take advantage of that. Run the ball, to control the time of possession. You did well with that last week. So you need to do it again. Control the clock, like Smitty said. Get on the bus, get on back up out of there because you got the Seahawks the next week.
Yeah, man, true words right there, man. So, I agree. It's a game that, we have to look from within trenches. The offensive line can put up a better performance, and this is the right game to solidify both ends of the trenches for the Falcons defensive line and offensive line. It's
Get
like you
right.
say, Chris, it's a get right game, and you hate to do it at another team's expense while they're, railing right now with injuries and stuff like that. But it's the next game on the schedule, and you need to put out a convincing win, especially in this all too competitive NFC, the NFC South. And Clay, you remember that I said this the first time we were on round table, NFC South edition of Round Table. The Falcons are the big brothers in the NFC South. And if we go on and take this is a 3-0 lead already in the NFC South. So for the Falcons, yes, control the clock, limit, play more disciplined, right? A lot of self-inflicted wounds, like, Q was mentioning earlier. How many times have the Falcons shot themselves in the foot, right? Plenty of times. They're playing undisciplined. So it's a good game to just kind of, get the mentality right and really play a clean game, or try to play a clean one.
And
try to
Clay's point too.
Yeah, man.
I understand the Clay's point earlier about the pressure. It's just like Kirk Cousins. All his picks, I believe he has came under pressure. He's thrown like 5. All of them was under pressure.
Yep.
And he has 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's why I said limit him in the pocket, because I saw that stat the other day. So, and Berto, to your point, again, I listen, you might be the big brother right now, but again, be the man, you got to beat the man, and you got a Buccaneers team that you got to beat. 3, but I'm talking about you gotta win the division.
We gotta go down there now. That's no easy task.
It's in our plans, believe it.
It is, man.
In the blueprint.
Definitely not playing. It's in the blueprints. It's in the script. It got leaked, and I think I got it at the beginning of the year. But nonetheless,
put that in the script. You told him to do that.
But nonetheless, man, this is definitely a game that the Falcons can get right in certain situations, right? Defensive line, offensive line speaking. Just try to limit Andy Dalton. He is a vet in the league. He's been on several offenses, and we got to respect that, right? He's a vet. He's thrown all over us before. We played Andy Dalton. Yeah. One of our worst showing on defense was against Andy Dalton, but sure, he was playing for the Bengals on a much talented team. But still, it's the man himself. It's Andy Dalton. Limit him, and I think you pretty much shut down what Carolina has trotting out. So this springboards us into our last segment, and this is where we include the chat. You guys here on the panel as well, man. Score predictions for fucking Sunday's game, and I be as blunt and black and white. Call it how it is, man. I'll start with GOAT, man, because he's smirking over there. I gotta hear what he has to say, man. What is your score prediction for this Sunday's game, man?
Man, I'm a real talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all will probably end up getting us. I'm gonna say, man, it might be like 30-14.
Hey,
y'all wait, because I just be real, because we got injuries up and down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna start Cade Mays or not, or Brady. And Cade just got here, but he's been here before. But you know what I'm saying? I mean,
they're starting Brady Christensen as of right now.
They're gonna start Brady, yeah. So, but we got last game, man. We just got beat up. It was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Injury after injury after injury. So, like, yeah.
Gotcha. Q, what you got, Q?
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be a dog fight, and I think it's gonna be maybe 20. I said we put up 24 points. And I'm going to give y'all a win. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say we put up 24 points because, like I said, y'all can't stop us. I'm just being real. Y'all ain't got nobody on defense.
Oh, go ahead. That's the truth, man.
Man, you saying this you with both sides of your chest. What's up?
I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it with my chest. Yeah, y'all ain't got shit out there in that front seven that I'm concerned about. We ain't got shit either. So, like I said, the pot calling the kettle black. I'm just saying.
There it is.
But I'm just being real. We're gonna put up 24 points, and y'all boy probably gonna put up about 30, 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna be we're gonna fuck with y'all for the first 2 quarters, and then after that damn third quarter, I don't know what it is. Once they go to halftime, they make no adjustments.
No adjustments. No
I
adjustments.
think it's gonna be a game that we
adjustments at
lose.
halftime.
Yeah, we've been good in the second half.
No
Yeah.
adjustments.
Well,
It's like
y'all
Canales
treasure
don't
that
have a
moment.
damn.
Treasure
He
that
don't
moment.
have a
then.
damn clue. He don't. They go in the locker room and come out worse.
Damn. 45 to nothing.
Who said that?
The real underscore sunshine.
Oh, the real
Keep
sunshine.
pounding.
Man, he a troll, man. You can't pick sunshine.
Keep pounding.
Clay, what you got, Clay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with what I said on the round table, man. Like, you know, I think it's gonna be 27-17. I think the Falcons will control the game. The Panthers offense will stall out like an old car, and Kirk Cousins will probably add to his highlight reel, and we'll look good, you know, on the field with the black helmets and all that, and the blue jerseys will look cool and all that. But I mean, you know, we're gonna need.
I heard black cats with bad luck though. That's what my granny used to tell me.
Again, I think it's just shaping up to be another long, painful Sunday in Bank of America, man. Again, I've been keeping it real in the NFC South. I don't think I've picked the Panthers one time to win a game. So, you know, so you know, it is what it is.
Not even you didn't pick them to win the Raiders. I should know that from the NFC.
Yeah, and Smitty, you were like, y'all have been like
yeah.
nice to me on the NFC South roundtable. They've picked the Panthers to win more than I have.
For real. I mean, I gave y'all to start it off. I gave y'all, I think, 7 or 8 wins. I'm like, yeah, this Panthers team got something, but god damn, it fell off the rails.
What is this shit here? Keep y'all damn pity, man. Don't nobody want y'all fucking pity. Don't you dare pity me. The hell is this?
God damn it, Q! You don't let one slide.
We don't deserve the pity. We
Have
don't
you
even
no
deserve the
pride?
Man, we got best guys talking about 10, 11 games and stuff like that. Man, where?
Man, that's crazy.
Man, no.
God damn it. So I'm gonna continue the trend. So Panthers have been allowing 32 points per game thus far. So I'll go 34-13. The good guys, the Falcons. Let's get it. Rise up.
I go 34-7.
Damn.
I just don't.
Smitty, you said 24-17 on the damn NFC South roundtable. Now
you don't think we shit. I see this right now. Smitty don't think we shit. I see what's going on here.
Change up.
Okay. All right. You got my attention now. You don't think we shit, huh?
Oh boy.
That came about your mouth, not mine.
Smitty, I'm gonna
I'll be there
now for the NFC South roundtable on next Tuesday. We'll remember this.
Yo, shit, man.
I'll be there.
Hey,
treat us like we just ain't.
Hey,
yeah, they changed my mind in the chat. I'm gonna tell you, Clay, they changed my mind in the chat. They
okay.
5-0. I'm gonna go 34-7.
He only give us 7 points. I'll be there. We better than 7 fucking points now. Come on, Smitty.
He said on the NFC South roundtable last night, 27-17.
Chubba Hubbard gonna score that touchdown. So I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that credit.
You like Chuba, huh? You like Chuba. Chuba gonna disappoint you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ain't gonna disappoint us.
Always do.
Damn, man.
You gonna disappoint us.
That man, you hold on, Chris. Before you go, you speak about disappointment, Q. You got me thinking now about fucking Brandon Dorless. I'm like, damn, because I looked at the tape, man. I called that shit out, like man. As a matter of fact, me and Chris, they'd be like, man, Brandon Dorless will look good in the Falcons uniform for the way Oregon used it. But no, much respect because you had an insider's perspective and you being a Ducks fan, you know what it is. So, like you say, we're gonna wait and see and see what this young man brings to the table, man. So I hope he's active. I really do.
You got a better
Yeah.
chance of hitting the Powerball than that boy
Shit,
being
then let me go
absent.
play my numbers then, because I'm trying to get up out of Rhode Island, bro.
No, that's all right.
I'm trying to tell you,
I'm
that
trying to
boy ain't shit,
relocate,
man.
man.
If you
Okay,
want
go ahead,
dogs on
Chris.
your team, stick with O'Horo. You better stick with Zach Harrison. That boy from Ohio State
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
the future for y'all.
Yeah.
That goddamn
I'm gonna
Dorless is where he deserved to be, on the third, fourth string. His ass need to be
Damn.
on somebody's practice squad.
Yeah.
Practice
Cause see,
squad.
right now
Oh,
I'm gonna do a little plug,
Sheesh.
man. We have a sister channel called Station 88 NCAA, where we don't do nothing but talk college ball. This
Hey.
our Carolina Panther season has been going so damn bad. We getting ready to gear up and right now. You understand what I'm saying? Right
damn.
now, and start doing
Wow.
it. We looking to start drafting. We looking to start whatever quarterback. We need all of you. Kickers, long snappers, we need everything.
Man,
Station
that's
88
crazy.
NCAA. Yeah, we getting ready to start
Y'all go
talking
ahead and
college.
check that out. Are they on
Hey, that's
YouTube?
what it do now.
Yeah. I
Station
put it in the
88
chat.
NCAA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put that in the chat, and make sure you guys drop your socials in the chat too, man. The eyes that are here on this platform, 95 North Falcons Talk Show, Smitty Sports Machine, Chris A1 at A1 Forever. Hopefully, y'all guys can, the eyes that are watching go on to Q in the Black Panther podcast, Clay Ropp at his YouTube, and hit these guys with a subscription, man. Like and share their video as well. These are great content creators for their respective team. But Chris, lead the way, man. End the show. What you say for a score, man? What you got?
31-16. I'm gonna go
31-16.
31-16.
I appreciate the respect. 16 is very, very respectable, sir. I appreciate that. Smitty,
Man,
you got a long way to come, man. God damn.
Hey, Smitty,
hey
your
man,
DM is gonna be blowing up
y'all
on Sunday.
average is
If
like right
they
at
get over
16.
10 points,
I'm gonna give that.
you know your shit
You
gonna
right,
blow
man.
up.
You right,
You gonna
man.
come
You
after
right.
you.
You right. You right.
Oh
Hey.
shit.
My DM be blowing up anyway,
Y'all
bro.
right
I'm
at
always getting
16.
hated on, so
Oh,
it don't
man.
even
I
matter.
hear you.
Smitty is that guy, man. But definitely, what a night, man. What a show. Thank you to everybody that tuned in
Hey,
this evening. Over
we
400
may
eyes
be
on the
wrong.
platform, man. What you got? Why?
The
What you pointing
awakening
at?
God says he knows. The
Uh-oh.
awakening God knows. We may be
Yeah.
all wrong. So
Damn.
he says he has to score.
Hey, go ahead and reveal that score.
it's in the
Oh,
chat.
all right,
Man
all right,
said a
man.
million to
But
zip.
yes, man, this will wrap up the show, man. We want to thank Clay and Q and Goat, man, Black Panther podcast, man. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and rock with us, man. You guys are more than welcome back on our platform in the future, man. And if you guys would like for us or any individual one of us to come on your show, please, man, just go ahead and reach out. But Clay, man, we'll go with you, please, man. Tell the folks where they can find you. Drop your socials. Let them know where you're at, man.
Yeah, I'm very active on all my socials now. I started posting on everything. So YouTube's the Rockstar Report. You can find me there. X or Twitter, whatever y'all want to call it nowadays. It's just Rockstar92_. That's on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok as well. And of course, so I'm posting on all of that. So appreciate you guys having me on tonight.
Absolutely,
Yes,
man.
man.
Q.
Always Black Cat Panther podcast on every network. On Twitter is BCP Talk Live. So make sure y'all come on over there, comment, like, subscribe, show us that love. Make sure if you give us your subscription, we won't fail you.
Oh, man. Go.
There he is.
No doubt, man. Black Cat Panther podcast, man. All day, every day.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Chris, what you got, Chris?
Hey man, A1 Forever Sports on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter, A1 Forever. Same thing for Instagram and on the real TikTok, the real A1 Forever, man. Come on, man, have a sports conversation. Braves, Hawks, Falcons, you know what I'm saying? Just in sports in general, man.
Move,
His
Smitty.
name is Deacon Moore on Sundays at your community church. Thank you very much.
Wow, why'd you have to do that
through.
to my guy, Chris?
Come on
Golly,
through.
man.
Come on through, man. We're gonna turn to the
That's my
book of
dog,
Psalms
man.
or
That's
whatever.
my dog.
Oh, shit, man. Go
That's
ahead,
my
go ahead,
dog,
Smitty.
man. Y'all know where to find me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube at Fatboy_Slim_21 on Twitter. Y'all know I'm always blowing that thing up. But that's what I do, man. Tuesday, you can catch me and Clay on NFC South Roundtable. We go at it with Bucks and Saints fans because that's what we do because we at each other's neck every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So y'all come on through, man. Chill with us, talk some trash, and donate some change because we really need it. But again, man, y'all can catch us here every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, right on this station, on my channel, Alberto channel, which is 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Chris channel, A1 Forever. And Sundays, y'all can also catch us post game, man. Right after the game, y'all come through, talk to us, give us y'all thoughts. If y'all need to vent out the loss, y'all do that. If y'all need to talk shit, if we win, y'all do that too. So Sundays, man, we stay lit. And if y'all at the bottom, if y'all want to come through on Sunday after the game, y'all welcome to come.
We open up the chat, man, and we let
y'all got a couch
anybody that want to go.
I can lay my head down on and just speak my mind.
I mean, if you want to lay down on the couch while you do the pod,
like a therapy session.
Yeah, man. But man, I'm your boy Berto, host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. That's the platform on YouTube. You could also find me on Twitter on the RI Falcons, and you can catch me on Sunday right around 7:30 or so on Bleacher Report, breaking down the game. Win or lose, I'll be there talking my shit and giving you my insight and perspective on what went wrong, what went right for our Atlanta Falcons. Like we mentioned, catch us on the post-game show. We'll be on like around 7:45 or so. So make sure you have that notification bell on for each one of our platforms. So when we go live, you get it live as well. So again, guys, thank you again. We'll give you your Wednesday night back, man. And let's see if the Falcons can make it 3 in a row, man. But until then, Sunday's the game.
34-7. Let's go.
Oh, shit. We will see y'all Sunday night, man. Peace.